What's going on, guys? Just want to do a quick video update. Today is July 7th, 2016. I want to go over 4th of July, see how you guys did. More importantly, how I did, so you guys can kind of see what's going on in DFW. I honestly had probably the best day night I've had since New Year's. I mean, flat out. I did not drive any part of the weekend at all. I watched the surge, non-existent. I think Friday night Fort Worth went to like a 1.2. I think Dallas went to like a 2.5 or something like that at 2. It was garbage. And then Saturday night, I was busy. I didn't feel like it. I did not see any solid surge at all. I think it did go higher though Saturday night from what I could tell. Um, Missed opportunity, fine, whatever. I didn't really feel like doing it. Sunday night, I was busy with fireworks. My city over here had fireworks, so I was busy with the kids. I got back at about 11. I saw Addison blow up at about like a 2, and then went to like a 3. That was pretty solid. That lasted for a solid hour. However, I remember from last year people saying the traffic was a nightmare. From what I read on Facebook, complete nightmare. I heard one guy said it took him an hour to take his passengers 6 blocks to get out of Addison because so many roads were shut off. So, in my opinion, just simply not worth it, guys. Even on a 3.0 surge, if they're only going 2 miles and it took you an hour to get a quarter, it's simply not worth it. Fast forward to Monday, very interesting because I was watching the surge, I was watching the airports, didn't see anything significant, and all of a sudden Monday, a whole bunch of people flew in from. I'm talking. I think it started 4 or 5. I think is when it really started to kick off. People were flying in from Love, DFW. And here's the thing, guys. Right now, we're in a very interesting time with surge at the airports. It's a huge contention point for drivers and for me, of course. Uber X is not surging at the airports, Love or DFW, currently. Again, it's July 7th, 2016. Uber XL will surge. There will be a surge indicator. I've had reports of people. They've had to ignore almost 15x pings to get an XL surge. They did get one. However, I don't think, the majority of people aren't ordering XLs. Plain and simple. For me, it's worth the ding and the acceptance rates. I wouldn't even care. I would ignore them all day till you get the XL surge. I saw a guy get a $100 trip at a DFW on one trip from DFW XL surge. So is it worth it? Yes. Don't acceptance rate, guys. If you're chasing guarantees, waste of time on Uber, complete waste of time. So don't even worry about your acceptance rates. I can tell you they're not deactivating if you ignore a ping. If you constantly cancel, it's commonly called acro, accept, cancel, or whatever. They will flag you for that. And again, I'm not an authority on cancellations or deactivations, whatever. I can just tell you the consensus of what I've read and heard. Um, Personally, my acceptance rating is anywhere from 20 to 50% on a given week. It really varies. I don't really care, to be quite honest with you, because in this market in DFW at 85 cents a mile, you have to maximize profits, and sometimes that means ignoring that ping. I mean, guys, if you see or hear any attitude from a passenger before they get in the vehicle, cancel. Not worth it. That's just how I roll. I don't really care. Going back to Monday, the majority of money I made $130 on Lyft alone because Lyft does prime time at the airports. I was getting anywhere from 25% to 150% prime time on top of my rides on Lyft. I think one ride to DFW, from DFW to like Uptown on 100% was 35, $40. I had one guy on like 150%. We're just going to Grand Prairie. quick $15. I had a two $15 back to back real quick, knock them out. I made $20 in tips, mixed cash with Lyft tips, of course. Um, and then I worked basically DFW and Love. And all that requires is to have a real understanding of your city, right? The airports and Dallas, I'm telling you guys, in the summer times, that is the last holdout for solid surge. Unless there's some event, Fort Worth, forget it. I'm telling you. Take it with a grain of salt, but you need to get your permits. The airports, you may sit for 20 minutes, but you're going to get that ride to Plano, Frisco, whatever, for $20, and you're done. Lyft, if it prime times like that, man, it's totally worth it. We'll go over, another video, more airport specific, strategies and what have you. But I just want to let you know that, 4th of July was one of my best earnings. I worked from 2 p.m. all the way almost till 2 a.m. I stopped at 1 a.m. because there was a huge storm that I barely missed. It was nasty. But I was running Love and DFW all night. It was unbelievable. And you should have seen the people waiting for rides. It was crazy to see a line full of people waiting for rides, and Uber was not working for them because no one wanted to pick up because Uber had the fake surge. I'm going to put that in quotes where it's red around the airport, but X wasn't surging. So people went to Lyft. Lyft was prime timing all night. And you should have seen, I should have, in hindsight, taken a picture of all the people waiting, and they were pissed. Picking up Lyft passengers said, I couldn't get an Uber ride. Everyone couldn't get one. They were 10, 15 minutes out. No one was picking up. I had to get on Lyft. Lyft is the only one to give a ride. So Uber took a huge PR hit for Dallas. I assure you, Uber, took a hit because they couldn't get a ride. Plain and simple. So, guys, you got to watch Lyft. Get on your app. Lyft now has, on their app, just like Uber, so it'll tell you, the prime time, what's going on. So I definitely recommend checking that out, especially on holidays, guys. It's a huge earnings, and there's simply not enough people to cover the demand. Get yourself a flight app. I think I use FlightAware is the one I use. That tells you, FlightAware. It'll tell you on here how many flights, per hour. Like the 3 o'clock hour, man, that has 10 incoming flights coming to DFW. Fine. If you see a queue at DFW, if you look at like 8, 9 o'clock in the morning, you'll see a queue. I mean, I've seen it on my way to work. I don't work during the day. Normally, Monday I had off, so it was different. But like Monday morning, you'll see a queue. Man, it'll say 60 to 80 minutes, and you're going, who in the world would wait that long? But by 9, all those flights come in, it's cleared out. Right, so don't be intimidated by that number. If it's in the afternoon, however, and it's over 60 minutes, your call. I don't know if I would do it. I am on Select, so when the queue is higher, it's more beneficial towards me because I may get a Select ping. XL, same concept. There's a ton of X cars on there, and it's a 60, 80-minute wait. I'd wait because you may get an XL, or if you're Select as well, why not? So that's another kind of strategy. And we'll talk about more of the XL Select, strats and whatnot. But yeah, guys, comment below if you made anything on 4th of July. If you have any questions, let me know. Hope these videos are becoming informative. We're going to keep chugging along. I'll see if I can get another video this weekend. I didn't work tonight. That's why I'm posting a video. I really wanted to work. They had a Rangers game. We can go over the Rangers, what I've observed there. And there was a comedy, I forgot his name, Jim something. He was performing at JEXA, I believe. So that should be a solid earnings tonight for sure. But yeah, I'll be working this weekend for sure. I'm working Friday and Saturday night, and I may work Sunday night at the airports, depending. So yeah, that's what I got going on this weekend, guys. Let me know if you need any help, any tips. The biggest thing I can say is really try to do your research on your own and then ask a question. I've seen in these Facebook groups, man, people just want to be spoon-fed. And that's just how it works, guys. I mean, I can't tell you how many weekends that I've gotten just skunked I mean, screwed, right? No surge, or uh, I took a passenger and it just didn't work out. Whatever, it's part of the grind. It is. You have to lay your bricks like anything. The people that are coming on and just say, "Hey, where are your honey holes?" uh, Guys, you shouldn't be giving away your spots, right? Like I just told you, the airport. It's a big place. I don't feel I'm giving away anything that no one really knows about. But guys, I wouldn't really give away your secret spot. I've heard instances on Facebook, these groups that have, I think one of the biggest ones has 900 people. And if you give away, hey, I think this is a good spot, it'll be overran. There's no doubt. So there's a way to help people, like I said, airports, check the flights, do your own research. You'll find trends. I'm not an expert on this. If you look at data or anything long enough, you're going to notice patterns and trends, and they're easy to spot. They really are. There's money to be made out here. It is a lot harder, guys. It's summertime. It does suck. There's no doubt. Like I said, airport. I'd rather sit for 20, 30 minutes and get a $25 ride to Plano or to Frisco. That's just me. I've made one ride. I've made my 20, 25 an hour. I'm done. People at the airport aren't drunk. It's one person usually and one little bag, whatever. Real easy. I'd rather do that than run minimum fares. That's my opinion. I know a lot of guys that love those minimum fares. They love just banging out 4 or 5 small rides. I hate it. I'd rather less wear and tear. On my personal car and my vehicles, I prefer highway miles. I do. I'll do that all day than stop and go, city traffic, more risk for an accident. That's how I view it. My car has a ton of highway miles, and it's been fine. I don't know. I'm not sure if I would necessarily drive a brand new car because the miles you're going to accrue. Uh, if you're working the airport, you do have to deadhead back. Yes, you do. I know there's a lot of mathematicians on Facebook, on the groups. Look, guys, I mean, I don't do any secret formula to determine how much I'm making an hour. I have a primary job, that takes care of my tax situation. So I'm wiped clean. I make money. I don't lose. So that's my personal situation. I have a car that I've had since 6 years ago that is solid. Um, I don't have those problems that other people are having. People are crunching numbers, really saying you're not making any money. If you're doing it full time, you may not, but part time, I still think there's money to be made. I don't know. I don't see how there's not. I do see guys in these big old Yukon XL Denali's and a Escalade and a Cadillac XTS out there running X Pings. I don't think they're making money. I think you are losing getting 10 miles a gallon in a $60,000 SUV. Yes, you're losing money. But, if you're driving an EcoBox or, something that gets decent gas mileage, not that expensive, you're making money. You are. I'm sorry. I would rather have a cash advance on my car now than later. I'm not planning on reselling it. My car is 130,000 miles. I've taken care of it. I've owned it since brand new. I know where it comes from. I've taken care of my vehicle. We can go over that too. I finally found a decent mechanic over here. I live in Tarrant County. I'm over kind of by AT&T Stadium, south of that. So, if anyone needs recommendations for a mechanic, I can give you the person I use for brakes, stuff like that, wear and tear. But it's not that bad. Don't be deterred by again the mathematicians who are out there. You're driving your car. There's a cost of doing business. There just is. So that wraps this up. I will make another video. I'm hoping maybe Sunday night, depending if I work. If not, I'll do a follow-up one on Monday, and I'll let you guys know kind of what's going on. And stay safe out there. Thanks, guys.